So you had a song called Original Daddy.
Yeah.
And it was about being a father to your child.
Yeah.
You have 2 kids yourself.
2 of them, yeah, man.
Number one, how hard is it to try to juggle being a father and being a music star, being on the road constantly and so forth?
Very hard. But for my kids, I've been blessed with 2 great mothers for my children. So they really played a role of that supervising role and being there when I'm not there. You know what I mean? So I'm not really worried about their well-being when I'm not with them. So when I go there now and feel and do my part, and I try to do it as much as possible.
Yeah. I mean, it's great to have a great mother, but you do miss out not being around.
Yeah, and I think that hurts when like a few big moments when I'm not there and things happen and I'm seeing it on video and like we're doing an interview, I'm seeing it on Skype or FaceTime or whatever, and if you just miss out the moment altogether where you can't get back, like them things that hurt, but my kids love me, and whenever I'm there, the presence is really there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Was your father around when you were growing up?
Yeah, for part of the time.
Right. So you got to see things that you could improve on when you're a father yourself.
Definitely. And he was in the army, so he wasn't there like, you know what I mean, all the time. But he did things or didn't do things that I know that I have to do better for my kids. But he also did things that I would like to make sure that I do these things for my kids as well. So I just like a combination of things to try to get the right package.
Well, in Jamaican culture, it seems like, well, in Rastafari culture especially,
Yeah.
there's a strong push to plant seeds.
No, yeah, I guess I know. Yeah.
I mean, am I right?
Yeah, it's customary. It's normal.
Normal. So I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, the reggae singer Sugar Minot, I heard, had 47 children.
I don't know. I know he had a lot. I don't know the exact number. I don't know.
Right, because Morgan's heritage is based on their father having how many children? They're all brothers and sisters.
A whole bunch. Same thing with Bob Marley. A whole
Bob
bunch.
Marley had like 8 or 9.
Yeah, a whole bunch.
You know, you have 2 of yourself. You know, yourself, two baby mothers, 2 kids.
I'm not shooting for 8 or 9, though. I can tell you that much.
Okay. Why do you think this is really promoted so hard in Jamaica?
I don't know.
Okay, because here's the thing. You can't be a great father to 47 children. I don't care how much time you have in your life.
I agree. I agree.
Okay,
Well,
let's just.
Well, there are some supermen, you know what I mean? Some man with them, I think they were made to do that. So I don't know how the household is or the family life, how it works. But for me, I don't think we could have managed 8 or 9, or, you know what I mean? That wouldn't work.
Are condoms not really a thing in Jamaica?
Yeah, they're big. Have you ever been to Jamaica?
I've been to Jamaica.
How many times?
I haven't been to Jamaica like that. I brought a girl with me to
No,
Jamaica.
man, Jamaica well developed and know everything what go on, man. It's just people live them life how they want to live their life. You know what I mean? So it's not lack of condoms or lack of knowledge or whatever. The man them just feel like, say, I hear me, bag of woman and bag of youth. So them feel, so they must do them thing. And people are like, there's a lack of knowledge or lack of resources in condoms, you know what I mean?
But you also have a culture. When you have a culture where everyone you know has a bunch of kids from different women, it's normal to you. You don't try to avoid doing it. You see what I'm saying?
And that was kind of a back in the days thing. It's not really a modern thing. That's not like how it is nowadays. So you won't find somebody that was born in the 80s, you know what I mean, or my age, that feel that way, like, yo, we should have 12 kids. Come on, let's go, let's get it. Every girl, knock her up, and we don't feel a vibe there. Shit, I get harder now, you know what I mean? That's for one thing. And fathers are being actual fathers now. Like they like take pride in being fathers to their kids as opposed to being seed throwers. So man who really deal with him. Man who really bring up him youth and share experiences with him youth, and you know you can't do that to 12. So, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I know in the U.S., like, child support laws are serious. Like, people go to jail for not paying child support. In Jamaica, is child support serious, or do the courts not take it?
I've seen a few cases where it appears to be serious, but I've never seen anybody actually go to jail for child support.
Oh, you know, people go to jail out here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so...
And people pay ridiculous amounts of money out here.
Right. Well, but I mean, as they should. It's your children.
No, but when it's court assigned, it's normally some ridiculous amounts. As if you were actually being a good dad, you wouldn't pay that much to take care of your kid.
Okay. Well, you know what else happens though, and I got a friend that it's happened to right now. Like, he can't leave the country. Like, his family's all going to Carnival in Trinidad, and he can't leave because he's behind on his child support payments. They actually take the passport when you don't pay.
All right. Yeah. Jamaican government.
That's how serious it is. They don't want you to run off.
Which camera? Jamaican government. You hear that? Take the passport. No Carnival. Thing mash up.
Well, you actually started an initiative for proper childcare.
We're actually just starting. And it's alongside this organization in Jamaica that I think they go by the name Advocate for Change, where it really just started from the song. The song kind of inspired the whole movement. And for me, it's not so much highlighting the guys that are not doing it. It's really trying to reward the guys that have been doing it. You know what I mean? For me, that's my standpoint. I don't know what their angle is, but my angle is, yo, big up the man and we do it. And the ladies that have good baby daddies, like, big them up. You know what I mean? Like, people go so hard on a man or on a woman when you do the wrong thing, but they don't go as hard in rewarding the right things. You know what I mean? And people can look at it and say, yo, why, if a guy is doing what he's supposed to do, if he's doing what he's supposed to do, why reward him?
Right.
Why not reward him? If you want him to keep doing it, why not reward him? You know what I mean? Especially since we're coming from a culture that is like 12 over this son, 13 over this son, me over your son. You see your kids like once a year, and you have like man really stepping up to the plate and doing what they're supposed to do. So it's not about I'm giving a guy $1 million for being a dad, but it's just like big him up. Respect. You know what I mean? And the girl, she can call into the radio station even once and he's at work and say, yeah, big up our baby father or whatever. Make him feel that and see that he's a part of something that is good.
I mean, do mothers get rewarded for being mothers?
Hey, there's Mother's Day and people go all out. How hard do people go on Father's Day?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean...
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying when it comes from a culture, but it's like rewarding something...
For doing what they're supposed to do.
For what they're supposed to do just feels like... I don't know. Like, it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah?
It's like... What can I compare it to? Like it's like rewarding someone for getting a job when they're an adult. Congratulations, you got a job. We're so happy you got a job. Like, you know what I mean, motherfucker, you're supposed to get a job when you're an adult.
Yeah.
It's like rewarding someone for moving out of their parents' house.
But if he's coming from a culture, maybe if he's coming from a household or a generation where all his dad, his granddad, his uncles, all of them were bums, and he got a job. You know what I mean? Like, come on, when he gets home, he should come home to a round of applause. Like, finally, you're stepping up. You know what I mean? So it's not about, yo, he got a job, so listen, we're all going to carry him around on our heads for the rest of the day. That's not it. But just, you know,
well, what about the other way? What about, you know, instead of rewarding the people that do what they're supposed to do, why not, you know, denounce the people that are fucking up more?
I'm not a cop.
Know, as opposed to saying that it's normal.
I'm not a cop. And I like to focus on positive. You know what I mean? Like, there's a whole bunch of light being shined on negative shit. Like, you do something wrong, check the meter. If you do something wrong, that shit blow up real quick. When you're doing some good stuff, you gotta search to know about it. I think if we spend some time highlighting the positive things that are happening, then maybe the kids will actually think that positive shit is cool. too, and like they won't feel corny if they say good morning or good evening or some simple shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I find the positive.
Another part of the problem is how many dancehall artists are actually married?
I don't know, a few.
A few, but not a lot.
Yeah, that's dangerous to say that you're married if your core audience is girls. Mm-hmm. That's kind of, you know what I mean? Let's not touch that okay, subject.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Let's not even go there.
I feel you.
Yeah.